This is the third and final part of comparing CPUs. You can find the other two videos up in the cards if you'd like. They are not completely necessary for this video, they just also utilize the same three Haswell processors. My i5 4670K, my friend's i3 4170, and my girlfriend's G3258. In these tests, we kept all the cores and hyperthreading enabled. We just clocked all of our combatants to 3.7 GHz. So now we have 2 cores plus hyperthreading, and 4 cores, all at the same clock speed. The rest of our test bench consists of 16 GB of 1600 MHz DDR3 RAM and an MSI GTX 970. We ran lots of tests in this video. First, we ran Cinebench. From the test scores, you can see that it certainly prefers actual physical cores rather than hyperthreading. In TrueMirror Ultimate at 1080p, we can see again the biggest jump happens from the 2 cores to the 4 cores. The i3 did give a boost, but more noticeable with the 4 physical cores. We see a similar story with Thief, very high at 1080p. The hyperthreading gave a small advantage, but the 4 cores runs away with 10 extra FPS, while the i3 is only 3 to 7 FPS ahead of the dual core. Shadow of Mordor Ultra settings at 1080p, we see the minimum jump at least 10 FPS every time. To test Grand Theft Auto 5 high settings at 1080p, I started a block left of a gun store somewhere, I'll show you on a map, and drove as fast as I could to downtown Los Santos, 3 times per processor. Well, actually only 3 times for the i3 and the i5. The dual core refuses to ever load, so that's unfortunate. We do see a nice increase in FPS though. It is recommended you fit a quad core into your system when playing GTA 5, and i3 can work though. Oh yes, we are testing Fallout 4 Ultra settings at 1080p. To do so, I started benching when I entered the power armor for the first time, wrecked some raiders, and ended the bench after the Deathclaw was terminated. It is recommended you have a quad core as well when playing. Dual core works, but there is a sizable decrease each rung down the ladder as you drop. With an i3, it is very playable, with the Pentium arguably the fastest dual core currently with the ability to overclock like a freaking monster. You're playing with the stutters and not super high FPS. City Skylines loves CPUs. We see an almost perfect correlation on this chart. By the way, to get these numbers, I downloaded the Los Santos map and zoomed in downtown Los Santos, set the speed to X3, and benchmarked for 60 seconds 3 times per processor. Lastly, for BioShock Infinite, the game is no problem running at ultra settings 1080p. The dual core is shown on the graph as 30 FPS lower than the i3 and 40 FPS behind the i5, but it can still be playable. Games are getting more demanding. Just a couple of years ago, a dual core could have gotten the job done, but now, a year and a half after the release of the G3258, Intel's anniversary unlocked speedy quick low price Pentium processor, it's already almost outdated. For the newest AAA games, a quad core is becoming a need, something me and many other people probably aren't ready for yet. I'd like to fit a dual core into budget systems though. It is just a matter of time before 2 cores and 4 threads becomes outdated as well. This video took a long time to do all the tests, so a like would be very much appreciated, and you might as well subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this in the future.